Good Friday evening, everybody. Meteorologist Nick Kelly here, in for Chief Meteorologist Ron Hurst this evening. We are still going with our first alert weather days for this coming Monday and Tuesday, because once we get past our storm system with periods of rain through the weekend, the clearing skies and much colder air will lead to a widespread freeze that will put an end to the growing season for all of the Ozarks, and that is looking pretty likely based on how the trends look. We'll get to those specifics in a few, but first, the cold front coming through the region still on this Friday evening is prompting some scattered showers and at times a few rumbles of thunder in the southeastern parts of the Ozarks, but nothing too out of hand to worry about this evening. But this frontal system will still be around to drive additional rain chances our way. Plus, on top of that, once this cold front clears out to the south and east after this weekend, a pretty stout area of high pressure across eastern parts of Montana and northern Wyoming is still stacking up quite a bit of cold air, and that is ready to head our way once we get past the wet conditions this weekend. As far as Futurecast is concerned, the scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder in the southeastern Ozarks this evening should be done by about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, but everybody will continue to see mostly cloudy, if not cloudy, skies through the overnight and maybe some random areas of drizzle or sprinkles by sunrise Saturday morning. Most of us are relatively dry to start Saturday morning out, but here comes the next round of rain and some embedded moderate pockets at times, maybe a few rumbles of thunder as well, working into the southern Ozarks around the noon hour, and then more rain chances trying to overtake the other parts of the Ozarks through the course of the day. So, periods of rain looking likely for your Saturday during the day especially, and then we'll back things down a little bit as we go into late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Maybe some scattered showers by sunrise on Sunday, but these are additional rain chances we'll hold on to for Sunday, while the colder air to the northwest could actually mix with a little bit of sleet and snow, especially in parts of southeast Kansas and up toward the Kansas City area, northern Missouri, and northeastern Kansas. But by the time that cold enough air gets here, it might try to mix in a few sleet pellets, but we are not looking at any big impacts or accumulations. In fact, by early Monday morning, as the colder air arrives, we should be pretty much done with the precipitation, which will lead to brighter, drier weather returning for Monday and early next week. But as far as the rain chances go, mainly rain with the storm system, on the order of half an inch to maybe some spots over 2 inches of rain, so there's still a chance to pick up on some accumulating rainfall before we dry things out for much of next week. Now let's talk about the temperatures. It's going to be cool tonight with the cloud cover up top, keeping temperatures in the mid-40s in the Missouri Ozarks overnight, and back near 50 in northern Arkansas with the north breeze. Then tomorrow, not much of a warm-up. I'm thinking lower 50s in the Missouri Ozarks, especially 51 in Springfield, mid-50s in northern Arkansas. In fact, I think that's how everybody will fare after we see our temperatures drop through this evening, back into the mid-40s to about 50 degrees across the board. And not much of a warm-up tomorrow, with many spots either near 50 or into the mid-50s. Can't rule out a few upper 50s, sure, in the far southern Ozarks, but it's going to be a pretty chilly day with those periods of rain. Then as we go into Sunday morning, highs early in the day in the mid-40s for a lot of us. Then we'll actually see temperatures drop going into late Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening when more 30s will be on the way. So the upper level setup is going to allow those temperatures in the 30s to return by Sunday evening. But look at this vigorous upper level setup, keeping us dry actually through early next week. But another good upper level low that will come near Chicago by Tuesday will make sure that we have the coldest temperatures of the week ahead for this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. Then the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere should moderate a little bit and allow temperatures to rebound back near normal by the time we get to late next week. But let me show you these future low temperatures, because I think these are not too far off the mark here. We'll be in the upper 20s. If we get to at least 28, many of us will see that killing freeze for the growing season Monday morning. But look at Tuesday morning. Easily back in the lower, if not middle 20s for a lot of spots, especially in the Springfield area. And we could actually have the coldest temperatures on the way by next Wednesday morning, with many spots around 20, maybe some slightly warmer numbers in northern Arkansas, but I can't rule out a couple of spots Wednesday morning dropping briefly into the upper teens for Wednesday. But the good news is the returning sunshine, once we get past this dreary weekend, for those that don't like the clouds or the rain, the sunshine will try its best to warm things up, but still well below normal. Normally we should be 64 degrees for a high on the 30th, but this Monday, the 30th, will only top out near 42. Lower 40s for your Halloween with a cold Halloween night lining up, but then we're back into the 50s for Wednesday and Thursday. And you can see in the extended forecast as well, highs back in the mid-60s with those morning lows by late next week, at least back above freezing as we go down the road. But in the short term, we'll keep an eye on the rain chances off and on tomorrow through Sunday, with temperatures staying rather chilly, if not cold by comparison. And those alert days are in place again for Monday and Tuesday, not because of highs in the 40s and quiet skies Monday and Tuesday, but those morning lows which will lead to a killing freeze, putting an end to the growing season.